Hello friends, you are welcome to our literary channel Academic Domain. Today I am going to discuss the poem My Grandmother's House by Kamla Das. It will be line by line explanation of the poem in English language. And friends, if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon to get notified my new videos. Like, share and give your valuable feedback so that I can do better in future videos. So friends, this poem it's a very short poem composed by Kamla Das, and Kamla Das was a Malayali poet. She wrote in Malayalam and English both the languages. She was from Kerala, and she was a very bold poet. We can say a very bold woman, and who talked about sexuality, who talked about love, and in this poem, she is comparing her childhood with her adulthood or with her present situation, and she is telling that how she received love in her childhood and how she was a very beloved in her house, but now she has left that house and came to in-laws house, and now she is begging for love in her in-laws house or in other places. So let's read the poem now. There is a house now far away. There is a house now far away. Now she is talking about house, as the title of the poem is My Grandmother's House. It means that she is talking about her grandmother's house. So she is telling that there is a house now far away. There is a house now, it is far away from my reach. Now it's very far, where once I received love. So in that house, once when my childhood, when I was a child, I received a lot of love from my parents and from my grandparents. That woman died. Now that woman, my grandmother, died. Now she is no more, and the house withdrew into silence. And what happened? People deserted that house. Now no one lives there, and it became silence. Now there is no noise. Now there is nothing in that house. Snakes moved among books. So now what is there? The snakes are there because human beings are not there. My family members are not there. So we can see the reptiles among the books. I was then too young to read. Now she said that when I was a young girl, when I was a young child, I was not able to read. I didn't know how to read and write. And my blood turned cold like the moon. And my blood turned cold like the moon. Now she's talking about books that when, because she was not able to read the books, and when she saw the books, and because of, we can say, the fear, or because of hesitation, whatever, her blood used to turn like the moon, used to turn cold like the moon. So now we will see the next lines. How often I think of going there. Now she says that uh, often I think of going there. I want to go there to peer through the blind eyes of windows, and I want to peep inside the house through the dusted windows. Blind eyes of windows means through the dusted windows, because no one lives there, and so the windows are dusted. So she has a kind of fascination, or she has a kind of longing for that house, and now because she cannot go there, she cannot live in that house, so she wants to peep inside the house through the dusted windows, or just listen to the frozen air, or just she want to listen the frozen air, because the windows are closed, the doors are closed, so there is no proper crossing, there is no proper ventilation. So that's why she told that it is a dust, a frozen air. So and she want to listen the sound of that frozen air. Or in wild despair, or when I'm in despair, I'm in, that helplessness, so pick an arm of darkness to bring it here. And I want to pick an arm of darkness, I want to pick some darkness from that house, at least darkness, because I cannot go there, but at least I can pick the darkness from that house, I can take the darkness from that house, and lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. And I want to take some darkness from there and keep it behind the door of my bedroom like the brooding dog. Now, these are the last lines of the poem. You cannot believe, darling. Now, she is addressing her readers that you cannot believe that, can you? That I lived in such a house and was proud and loved. That, can you believe that I was in such a house, in such a great house, and I was loved there, and I am proud of that, and I was proud there. I was feeling proud in that house. I who have lost my way. Now says that I am now grown up. I got married. I went to my in-laws' house. Now I lost my way. I lost my love and beg now at strangers' door to receive love. And now I am begging for the love at the stranger's door. I am begging for the love from my husband. I am begging for the love from my in-laws, but I am not able to get that, at least in a small change. So now I'm begging that at least some love, at least little love should I get from my husband, from my partner, but I am not able to get that one.